Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome. I'm currently on a black screen at the moment. That's because I need to change over. I am doing another stream of where we just go through and get some Red Dead footage for my project that I'm working on. Because I don't do this work unless I'm streaming it, because I'm a procrastinator. So I'm going to quickly go through some of the footage I've already got. I listen to you if you like it. No, Mox, go back to your stream. Go back. Focus on your own one. What am I working on? So I'm currently working on I don't know if you've ever seen my project before. Hang on, is my streamer bot open? So I've done some projects before. We can quickly actually maybe watch one of them. Hang on a second. So I make like I say I do this. I've done it twice about 2 years ago. So it's not exactly like I'm up to date on doing this work, but I like to sometimes make some nice little edited videos of games that look pretty damn nice, like nice locations or nice graphics or whatever, just to showcase kind of the world. So let me quickly find. I like my Ethan Carter one, so let me quickly find that one. The problem is I've got so many. I have so many versions of the file. I don't know what one's the complete one. Like in my videos folder, there's Ethan Carter _completed, Ethan Carter completed 1, Ethan Carter completed test. So why have I got so many? Ethan Carter completed _maybe .mp4. I really don't know what one is the right one. So I'm going to go for this one. I might have to change my audio because I don't think the audio comes through otherwise. Hang on 1 second. Let's quickly get this going through to the correct audio source. So it's going through music. It's not going through music. It's not doing it. So yeah, I'm just going to give you a quick idea of what I'm currently working on. Then we're going to sort of have a little look together of kind of the shots I've retaken for this project already. So if I go to audio, note tools, preferences, audio. It is on the music one. What are you talking about? Oh, it is. It's just very quiet. Hang on. Okay, you can hear that now. You can't see anything, but you can hear it. Hang on 1 second. So if I change this to VLC. Do you want to see the file that I've put there? Hello? Okay, so this is kind of what I'm working on. I'm going to quickly just hide my cursor for a second. So the idea is to go into the game, take some nice shots, mainly like still shots, but also shots where I move around, and just do something like this. I don't know if it's too loud or not, but such a good soundtrack as well, this game. I'm trying not to talk too much, just let the video play, okay? And the hardest shot I had to do is when we come out of the cave. I can explain why afterwards. And it's for a dumb reason as well. You'll see when I come out of the cave, the shot I mean. The problem is I'm seeing so many problems with this with these edits now that I wish I could redo. Yeah, this one was hard to do because I had to time the term perfectly with the music. Still a damn good looking game though. Considering this is like maybe like 10 years old, this game. No, maybe not that old. It's old, and I think this is the remix version, the remastered version. I think. I love that shot. It's nearly finished. Then we could go through some of the footage I've already taken for Red Dead already. I'm still pretty proud of this. I think it worked quite well. Quite a lot of times I'll make something and I'll instantly hate it afterwards, but this I'm still kind of proud of. Again, as I said, there's things I can think I could do better. There we go. I thought this is not the final version, I don't think. I'm pretty sure I had the end edited here. I'm pretty sure. I don't think that's the end. Maybe I should have checked Ethan Carter completed underscore maybe. Maybe that was the legit one. Yeah, there we go. This is the end. So I spent hours doing this, right? And for a stupid reason. I didn't know how much I didn't know DaVinci Resolve, the editing program I use. I've always been a Sony Vegas person, but I always pirated Sony Vegas, and I kind of wanted to do it legit now. And so I use DaVinci Resolve now with the free version. Now the studio version. Now I paid for it, but it was the free version. I spent hours on it, or like months on this video, because I was like learning as I went along. And there's a thing in this video. Can you like zoom in on? Can you zoom in on this? Is there a zoom option? Do you see how I've just about got a reflection in the water? It's like it took me hours, and it's the most pointless thing ever, because I think it's like impossible to see in like the actual edit. But look, you can see it kind of slightly ripples the text. It's like stupidly hard to see, but it waves in the water just about, and that took me hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, no one's gonna see that. no one's gonna see it. But I did it anyway. If I was redoing this again, I would love to redo this segment here. I don't like how I'm slightly going upwards. like ever so slightly. I don't like that. I don't want to redo that again. But let me have a quick look through my current edits, shall we? So if I go to DaVinci Resolve, I'm just going to quickly go through and check some of the footage I've already taken so far of Red Dead. As you can see, it's quite a lot. I don't know how you see how many are in here. Is there a way of checking? Not too sure if there are. Crazy Tag Games Community started. Yeah, it's such a nice game, that one. And I really love that game as well. As I don't know, my DaVinci Resolve knowledge is kind of limited. Is there a way of checking how many files are in this bin or not? Does it do that? I'm not too sure. It probably is. It's not something I've ever checked before, so I don't know. But what I'm going to do is quickly have a quick zoom through some of these, just because I also want to know what shots I've already taken already, because I want to know where I've been in the game or I haven't been in the game. So I'm just going to quickly go through some of them. We'll check. I can't remember. There we go. So, oh, you can't see the full view. Oh, that's annoying. So DaVinci Resolve has a full view thing you can go to get it in full view, but I'm guessing that's a separate like thing to the render I'm currently using, a different window, so it won't show. That's fine. This is big enough. So I'm just going to have a quick look through some of this stuff that I've got just to see. I'm not going to go for it too quickly, not too slowly, because it's like 30 minutes of footage, I think, here. Yeah, 47 minutes of footage I've got so far. Quite a lot of that is going to be pointless. It's going to be me doing retakes. I didn't want to end the recording. Like this one is ridiculously long, for example. I wonder why this is so long. How long is this? A 24... It's a 2-minute video there. Oh. I don't like that I could hear my own talking through the video. Can I mute DaVinci Resolve for now? Because I don't want... I think you won't be able to hear that, but I can hear my own talking. Because... yeah, when I'm recording these, as I'm streaming at the same time, my recording unfortunately has all the audio tracks of my OBS. I could have made that to not do that, but I didn't want to mess around with my settings too much. So we're gonna mute that so I can't hear it. You can't hear it in stream anyway because it's not set to come through to you guys, but I don't want to hear my own voice, so I'm gonna mute that. So why is this such a long file? Why is it changing day? Was it just me going through changing the time of day to see what it looked like? I'm not seeing any movement. Oh, it's because I don't have it played. That's why I had it paused. I'm a dumbass. Huh, doesn't seem to be moving. Oh, I have it paused. That's why. I don't really know what I was doing here. I don't know why this is such a long video. Maybe I just wanted a natural time of day change, potentially. I'm not too sure. Yeah, I think I just wanted like a natural time of day change. It doesn't seem that useful. So I don't really care. Okay, anyway. Let's go through to all the others. So it was Control A. Here we go. What's the button for the whole lot? There we go. So these are all our clips in one movie snippet. This is the editing window that I don't really use the clipping panel that much, or the cut panel in DaVinci Resolve, but I've been trying to learn it more because it can be extremely useful. Mostly all my edits I do in the actual editing window. There are reasons why you should do it in here sometimes, mainly because this thing works better in that view, like my little dial, so I can move stuff around, and which is super useful. Look. So yeah, I just want to have a quick view of what I've got. So a lot of locations of water, it looks like. I don't know what order these are in. I think they're just in order of... I don't know. Huh. So just quickly go through some of this just to say how good it is. There's a lot of here I can get rid of, all the rubbish in the middle that I'm doing here. There's a lot of crap in this edit, but it's fine. Generally, when I hit record, I give myself a little bit of time to prepare my movement because it's hard to get the right speed and angle or whatever. I like to record, kind of get into position, move my speed, and then I have like 10 seconds of a clip. So as you can see, it's me like setting up a few times, doing the same shot again, just to make sure I'm getting it right. Okay, what's this one here? Oh, this is a nice shot. Yeah, definitely some good shots in here. A lot of this bridge for some reason. I wonder why. Oh, I think I was waiting for I think I was trying to pan across here and wait for the horse people, the cowboys to drive past. There you go. I think I was trying to get them to go at the right time. And I had to kind of wait for them to come back around again, do their sequence. So I would like go do other things. When I noticed them on their way here, I'd quickly jump in and do that shot again. So yeah, I've got a lot around this little area. I think this is like Upper Montana River, I think. So I probably don't need any more on there. Really, what I need to do is go back to St. Denis and get more shots down there. I think mainly. Okay, so I'm just quickly going through some of these just to see. Okay, how many rain? I wonder how many rain shots I got. I should probably sort them into, like, when I was doing Elder Scrolls Online, my video for that one, I never finished that video. I was sorting them into location on the map. Like, these are my folders. I sort into location and then weather. But that took such a damn long time to do because it was like, oh, slight drizzle here. Heavy rain here. It took forever to do. So I don't really want to keep doing that again and again and again. Okay. Yeah, some good shots, I think. Oh, that's a nice one. I love the dark. I think it's a little bit too dark for... Yeah, I think it's a little bit too dark. And it's chucking it down, though. I could do, like, color corrections, but I don't know if I want to do color corrections to this kind of stuff, because I kind of want it to be what the game, like, intended. But, I mean, I could do color corrections. It's not like I couldn't do that. It's just, do you want to? That's the thing. Oh, look at it. Look at it. It's so cute. It's so cute. I might turn this to I think there was a way of changing this to be like half quality. I can't remember if there was or not now. Maybe that's only in the edit thing. Can't remember. There's HQ here. I don't think I have any proxies set up though. I don't really want to set them up at the moment. Okay, look how cute that little otter is. Look at it. Okay, I think I was trying to get it in shot, but it just kept moving away from me. So that's quite a nice one. I like that shot. Yeah, again, I'm not that familiar with DaVinci Resolve. There's quite a lot of sections I don't know about it still. I just swear there was a way of changing the thing to be like half quality rather than full quality. Huh. I don't know. I do not know. What the fuck was that happening there? Was that just the water effect going weird? Yeah, I think it was. It looks like a bunch of fur coming off the thing, but I think it's just the water effects of the goose going up in the air, or the duck, whatever the hell that is. Might be a goose. And that was a duck. So I love shots that have people in them, like doing their day-to-day thing, like this. I think that's really cool. I don't want it to be all about that, but some of those kind of shots I like. So just like that, I think it's quite a cool one. He's doing something, she's doing something over there. I wish there was kind of someone in the background a little bit more, doing something over here, but there isn't. That's fine. Here's like a... like a water thing. Yeah, just a water mover. Yeah, just some like background people working. Got to change the time of day, I think, here and here. I was trying to do something here where I wanted to kind of get. Well, this one I did. I was doing a thing where I recorded myself going through this little tunnel, a sign, like multiple times in different times of day, different weather. So I wanted to kind of do I wanted to do a shot. I'm still kind of thinking about doing it. I just don't know if it'll work very well. Where I can, as I'm moving up, I cut between the different times of day. But I'm pretty sure I had more shots than that in different times, unless I came back to do it another time. It might be further, because I think these are in order of time I filmed them. So it might be that I did it later on. Maybe here? Yeah, okay. So I got them all in different times. Well, I think I had more than that. So I've got time of day. Oh, okay. Sunny. Yeah, sunny. Here's me going through the sunniness side of it. As you can see what I did this recording like a bunch of times. So just me going through here. And I think, from what I remember, I set in the mod I'm using for Red Dead to be able to record like this, I think you could set a coordinate, so you always go back to that coordinate again. And I think I just loaded up the coordinate each time. And so obviously I just did it there, then I did it here. So yeah, I think I can get it a nice... I think I can do good. So I do have an edit where I did that. It just, I don't think it worked very well in the edit I was doing. It was going way too quick. I didn't save the edit, I don't think, though, so I'd have to redo it again. But it didn't take me very long to do. I need to clear out my my folders in here. They're very messy. Anything I export just goes to a videos folder. Some of the time. Sometimes I change it somewhere else. But these ones just going to videos folder, and I have a lot of like test files here. Like test3.mp4, test transition.mp4. What's this one? Oh, that's me testing that transition. Okay, yeah, that's why it's called test transition.mp4. That makes sense. You couldn't see that video, but that's just for me only. So where was the one I did of the transition of me going through this? Is it untitled.mp4? No, it's not that one. What one is it? I'm pretty sure I called it like transition something. I swear I did. A lot of shit in here. A lot of shit. I was looking at the test.mov, of course. Of course it's called that. I don't think there's any sound for this, but this is what I had the idea of. I wanted it to look like this, but I'm not happy with this, and that's why I didn't continue with it. Because I think it would look better if I slowed the transitions down a lot. Like less... I think it was difficult to time when the cut was, because I kind of wanted the sign in every single cut. But I probably need to go further back then if I want to do this properly. So I think it was just a bit too quick. But I think I could make that work. I just need to make there be less cuts, I think. Because there's way too many at the moment. It's just like cut, 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 cut. It was just a practice. I'll just test and see if it would work. I want to know how jarring the change was between the two. And I think if I ordered the footage a little bit differently, I could get it to work a bit better. Like maybe have the dark ones together. Have the kind of weather effect ones together. It's the jump from daytime to nighttime, which is kind of jarring. But I also kind of like the jarriness of that, to be fair. But yeah, definitely less transitions between the two. I think I could get that to work. Okay, what else is here? Oh, yeah, can't see. Hang on a second. Let's put that back. I would like to try and see if I can maybe get that edit working, to be fair. So let me add all of them. What one do I have? I can't remember what files I had that were for this. Looks like this one. I'm just going to quickly add all these to the timeline that I've got. So, hang on. I'm still trying to work out this little keyboard that I got. Okay. Then I want... What's the next one? Is that the same? So is this one first? Then I think it's this one. Yeah. Then... Yeah, this one. This one. I like the foggy one, to be fair. It's quite a nice shot. The snowy kind of foggy one. That one, that one, that one, that one. Is this one as one as well? It's hard to tell. It's so dark. Yep. What about this one? It doesn't look like this one. It looks like it's on a corner of strawberry. This one. Yeah. Okay, this one here. And what about this one down here? No. Okay. So if I go into here, that's not one of them. I did the wrong one. So this should be all those shots in a line. Yeah. So hang on. Let's quickly go through these. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's me going through recording, stopping, doing the same thing again and again for each one. Yeah. Okay. This should be all of them, I think. That's such a nice one, that one there. I'm trying to figure out kind of what order. I don't really want all the snowy ones together. I kind of wish there was like a slight break between them. Because it'll be nice if there's like, it's showing like the season changes. By being like snowy day, back to snowy again, back to day. To make it seem like time's passing awfully fast. Even though it's obviously not. Okay, that's all of them. Pretty sure that's all of them. So, I think the idea here would be to set them all. Let's get rid of all the audios. I don't need any audio in this footage at all. So if I delete all the audio tracks. So delete track. Unfortunately, every time I record a footage on with my OBS, because I have like so many audio tracks that I use for different things, it just saves all 6 audio tracks of everything. So I do for my stream, whenever I do a recording, it will save my stream mix, which is any mix that goes to the stream. I then have my microphone recorded separately, my gameplay recorded separately, any music recorded separately, my VOD track is recorded separately, and then I have another one for kind of like samples and like voice chat from in-game. And also Discord chat. Discord chat goes into a separate one as well. So yeah, lots of different recordings, audios in my crap here. So let's get rid of all this shit. Oh no. Oh, you cannot delete a track if there's something on there. Hang on. So that should be all of it now. Let's delete empty tracks. Okay. No, you can't seem to delete. You can't seem to delete them. That's fine. I don't need it. Go away. So, oh, it's because there's shit still here. That's why. That's because I've split them up, haven't I? Just unlink. Why can't you delete the entire track? That's so weird. Was it Control Y to select everything after this? No, I just want everything on this thing after. No, that's the thing. I'm still trying to learn the keybinds and stuff. I don't know how. So Control Y will select everything after the playhead or after your cursor or whatever. I think it's Control Y. Maybe it was everything before. Was it Alt Shift? Shift and Y? Alt and Y? Yeah, it's Alt and Y. But I wanted to do one that's just audio only. No, I don't know how you do that. That's fine. Let's just do it manually. It wouldn't take too long. Just get all this. Oh, that like zoom you well fast. Okay, all the audio tracks are gone. So I kind of want to stack these up. Okay, some are like massively longer compared to the others. That's fine. I probably should like cut them down a little bit before I do this. So I'm just going to trim these down until I start moving. Just so they're exactly the same for each one. Just make that perfectly on. There we go. There we go. What about the end? Oh, hang on. Oh, I wasn't pressing the run button this way. Okay, trim the end. So when I stop moving. There you go. So about there. Okay, I've got to do that for all of them now. Just want to get only the scenes from where I actually moved in the actual edit, and then I can then quickly cut through all of them to see how I want them on each one. So same with this one. So if I go to trim in, there we go, trim out. It doesn't have to be precise. I'm just kind of getting a rough estimate of when each one ended and started. So it doesn't have to be. That one started like right away. Damn, I was on the ball with that one. Give it at the end. Okay, that'll do. Yeah, some I must have moved a lot quicker on. I wonder why the some are so. To be fair, I might not have ended in the same place. I'm pretty sure I start in the same place each time. Or maybe I didn't. Did I cut the start of this one out? Oh, hang on. It's because I was in the wrong place. See, I think I kind of started in the exact same place each time. Yeah, it should be the exact same spot. I'm pretty sure, like identically. Because I'm pretty sure I used the coordinates feature. I think. I'm not 100% sure if I did or not. I feel like I did. But should mean I can quickly get these all down. So it's the same with this one. So I could forever to start this one. Oh, there. Okay, trim. So I'm keep looking down at my keyboard because it's like let me actually move it. I don't really need my controller here yet. Let's move this in front of me so I'm not going at such a weird angle. Okay, so this one, trim in. Hello? Oh, I'm pressing the wrong button, that's why. Okay, about there. Trim out. Okay, I ended that right on cue, really. So about there. So I've done all these. Let's just get them in the right order. They don't have to be that accurate. It's just. I wonder what that was such a longer file for. I wonder. Strange, there's such a long. Oh, I haven't cut into this one yet. That's why. That makes sense. God damn it. So about here. Okay, perfect. There we go. That looks more like it. So what about this one then? Yeah, I'm not cutting to this one. Oh, I'm an idiot. Okay. Cut into this one. Oh. So about. So the good thing about this little speed keyboard is you can really get precise edits. I mean, I'm not doing that at the moment, but you can. You can really get precise edits. And not have to like use your mouse. It's so much nicer for your like hands to not have to use your mouse to do this kind of stuff. I can, if I had a Bluetooth PC, I need a Bluetooth dongle really. I don't have Bluetooth on my motherboard. I can kind of sit back with this thing and just be like, And edit from afar, or even if I wanted to cast this to my TV and do the editing there if I wanted to. I don't, but I could. Okay. So this one, let's move all these up a little bit. Was that all I had? Is there not any more? Yeah. There's not that many cuts. So it's this one. So in. It's about there. Okay. Out. About there. Nice. Into line, please. I mean, I don't have to make another. I don't have to make a track for every single one. I don't have to do this. I'm just doing it because it means I can easily kind of snap between them, like cut between them a little bit. Am I looking at the right one? No, I'm not. So about here. I love the nighttime one. The nighttime in this game is super nice when you see all the lights of everyone on in the background. About there. Yep, it's about right. About there. Let's do the trimming out. So for people that are just watching, just tuning in, I'm just trying to trim in and out of all these clips to get the point where I started moving and then stopped moving. Because some were like quite delayed of me actually starting the actual record movement of my recording. This, for example, I like just a couple of, a couple of microseconds of where I just didn't move. So this one was just like 40 milliseconds of me not moving, which isn't bad, but it just means I can edit nicer without having all this here. Okay. Oh god, that's the problem. I start getting the way too much height on this. So you don't have to do this. What I'm doing now, making a track for every single thing. I mean, I could start using like multicam shit, but I don't know how to do it. Yeah. Like I have a multicam thing. I'll be honest, I don't know how multicam works in this yet. I assumed it would go for the tracks. Like this is cam 1, cam 2, and I could swap between them with the multicam, but I guess it's not. I guess it's not how it works. Nah, I guess it's doing something, I think. Oh no, it's just loading in the images. Okay. So there's the way of like choosing like a multicam. As I said, I'm still learning DaVinci Resolve. I know like the basic shit, like really basic shit. I don't know much else. But I mean, it's kind of like other video editing programs I've used before. Once you kind of know one editing program, it's kind of similar between the others. They just have like different ways of doing things slightly, and that's why I never liked Premiere. Because I used to do a lot of my edits like forever ago, like 10 years ago. I used to always have like a fade in and fade out. And I don't know if they changed it, but Premiere always made it such a faff to do fade in and fade out. So they might have changed that. Or it might just be I was doing it wrong. They didn't really give it a fair of a chance. But I used to use Sony Vegas, and it was easy. It was like the same in this. You just literally go here, you go down. That's now you're faded in. You can choose the time and how much that fades. I remember Premiere did differently. I don't remember what it did differently. You had to do something else, and it took too long. And since that was the only thing I ever did editing back then was just fade in and fade outs, it made it so I didn't want to use that program because the only thing I needed took forever. Okay. Yeah, I don't really know much about multicam. I kind of want to learn that because I like learning this thing. I like whenever I do an edit, I like to learn something in that edit. So with my videos that I've already made, the Vanished New Even Carter one I made, and that was just to learn how to use the basics of this, like the basic UI, basic snipping of tracks, just how to use it basically. My second one, which is Life is Strange, I was trying to do slightly more complicated stuff, like different transitions, like masking. I did a couple of masks in that one where like things appeared by like the text. There was a scene I did where the car went past, and as the car went past, the title card showed like after the car went past it. Did that with I did that one. There's a couple of masking overlays on that one. I did a nice transition where I was moving towards the right, went behind a rock, or a rock went past the camera, and as the rock went across, the next scene was in the same place, and I had to like make a little edit around this rock so it showed where the next transition would be, and it worked really well. I would like to have done it again because it is a little bit funky. But as I said, I was learning at the time, so it was like, for me, this is pretty damn good. I said I'd like to do it again. I probably couldn't do it better yet, but I think if I took more time on it, I could do better. Because I don't remember what the file's called now. Let's have a quick look, see if I can find it. Yeah, hang on. So I was doing this. Just quickly change to... Nope. You'll see. There you go. I was trying to get this scene here where like you're in the junkyard in one scene, as you come along with a tree trunk, kind of turned into the next scene, and it worked pretty good. To make it look kind of good, I kind of like did some like dithering blur. It's like it didn't look that as smooth as I wanted, because I had to like literally cut through and animate this manually. There's probably like quicker ways doing it, but I kind of noticed up here it kind of like jolts a little bit. I don't know if you can see that. Let's watch it again. Kind of around here, kind of jolts near the end. Like you see, there's a little bit flickery. So I can pause on one of the flickers. I mean, there's like I can see where the blur ends quite easily. Can I zoom into this? So I wish I did that slightly different, but as I said, I was learning it, so I was kind of happy with me actually finishing it. But like, if you look in here, you can kind of see. Oh, can I move this out of the way? How do you move this little box out of the way? I don't want to see it. To be fair, it's not that bad. I think I'm being a lot more harsh on myself than I should be. There's definitely like one frame. I don't know how you do like single frame in this anymore. There's definitely sometimes where it goes a little bit funky. And I think literally one frame, it shows the previous frame a little bit. Like the other one when we're in the junkyard where the masking, I didn't do it properly, but to be fair, I can't see it anymore, so I think it's pretty damn hard to see. I'm pretty sure. Like there, for example, you can kind of see the line coming down, but it might just be the smoke in the room. To be fair, there's quite a lot of random lines in this scene. No, I think it's the blur effect. Yeah, it went very fucky there. But it might just be because where I'm pausing VLC, it might just be glitching on that, to be fair. To be fair, it was okay. I'm kind of happy with it. It wasn't perfect, but I was learning. It went pretty well. Okay. Hang on a second. Back to DaVinci. So we are trying to get this edit. I'm just trying to do a quick test just to see if I can get it to look okay. I'm not too sure if I can or not. But I think the idea would be just to cut every now and again, cut for each one. I wish I could break this up into like chunks easier. It'd be a nightmare to edit. I just don't know when I want to do to the next transition. I kind of want to cut on each one. Is there a way of syncing? I know you can sync up media, but I don't know how it does it. There's no like time frame on my shit. No. Yeah, I don't have any like timings. Like if you're obviously recording with proper studio cameras, for example, if you have like 2 cameras, then each one will have like a time code. Well, not all the time. Depends on what camera you have. They'll have time code embedded in them. So when you're editing them, you can make them sync up by time frame. So if you have 2 cameras shooting, you can make it easily sync up like perfectly, which obviously I don't have with this. And there will be different time codes anyway because I record them at different times. But let's try maybe just do this. I don't have to do it the same, like the same each time. I think I might try it like every 2 seconds. Just quickly try that and see how that looks. I mean, it might look terrible, but the problem is they're not synced up at all, are they? No. So if I do a quick snip here. No, wrong one. I'm going to have to find some way of finding a transitional point between each scene to make this get synced up a little bit more. Because as you can see, this section here is... Oh, to be fair, that's actually bang on. That takes my thing out of, I was going to say, out of whack. I was going to say they don't sync up at all, but turns out that's actually bang on. Look, as you can see when I change the next one. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much bang on. So that's kind of what I want to do, is make sure that each transition point is in the right spot for the next one, because otherwise they might not be correct. Hang on a second. Sorry, 2 seconds. I've got a message. Quickly read. Do 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 do. Sorry, 2 seconds. Hang on. So, I kind of want to do this every 2 seconds, I think. How many transitions have I got? So I have 10. And how long is this footage? Okay, I can't do 2 seconds between each one. I don't have enough footage for that. So maybe like 1.5 might work. And I don't have to use all these, to be fair. Like that, they might not work that well. Let me just go back a second and we will link all these back up again. I want to get these in the order that I want them to cut into each time, because I'm not a massive fan of how they currently go. So let me just quickly... What's this one? Oh, did I cut that one by mistake? Hang on. Let's go back. I don't know how you append them together again when you cut them. I know you can render them back in place again, but I feel like there should be a way, and obviously you can link them. I feel like there should be a way. I don't know if other video editors have this problem, but I feel like whenever I see a split in something, it annoys me when it's not supposed to be there. Like that annoys me. I know you can link them together, obviously by linking, and then now they're one. Or I could render it in place to make it another one again. But that just feels like it's way too much work. I just want to combine them. Maybe there's a reason that they don't have that in video editing software, or this one. There might be another. I don't think I had it in Vegas either, from what I remember. But there must be a reason why they can't do that or don't do that. It's probably like a bad thing to do. I don't know. I'm not a video editor, so I don't know. But yeah, I wish you could do that. But I said there are ways to get around it. You can link them or render the clip in place. So I kind of want... Have I got like a morning one? Is that morning? Hard to tell. So I kind of like this one to be first. I'm not too sure if I want to jump back and forth between day and night. Let's try that. Oh, hang on. Get back in line. No, I don't think jumping between day and night is going to work that well. I can't really pitch that being a good edit, I don't think. It just seems a little bit... Obviously, this isn't edited properly because it's cutting in at the start of the next clip. And I could try it. I could quickly try it, see if it does work. Hang on. So say we start with this one. We then cut it. So we'll just cut it here for now. It doesn't have to be perfect. Get rid of that. So if I do this, for example, how does this look? Hang on, let's just quickly load those. Need to load them up. I'm not using any proxies. This is just full renders, so it's a little bit laggy. Okay, it's not obviously in the right spot, I don't think. Maybe it is, actually. Doesn't seem to... I mean, it's probably not perfect. I'm going to have to pixel peek this to get it right. Why is it so laggy to jump to the next clip for some reason? I don't know why. It's just loading this dodgy? No. Yeah, just instantly lags for each one. I don't really know why. It might be because I've set the source in and source out of each clip. Maybe I'm trying to figure out where the hell it's got to go. Not too sure. What I do is quickly render those two clips in place. That's what you can do. So if I do a render in place, I don't have to be Apple. Let's just do MPEG. Doesn't matter for now. Let's do H264. Yeah, we'll do this QuickTime. That's fine. It doesn't really matter how quick you're doing it for. Save it in here. I was quickly rendering these two clips in place just so I can see kind of what they look like when I... Does that instantly bring them into the... Does that instantly bring them in or not? Do you think I'm adorable? Of course I do, Max. Of course I think you're adorable. Why'd you ask? What was your chat being saying? Are they saying you're not? Because if they are, they're wrong. What did I call that video? There we go. Is this it? No, I think it didn't render both clips in place. Had to make sure that I'm not lying. So mean. They should believe you. Maybe render in place doesn't do what I thought it did. I thought you could render but two clips into one. Maybe you can't. Let's try again. I just thought, yeah, one of two clips. Is it not rendering both clips or something? Is it just rendering them as two separate clips? If so, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to render them as one clip. Yeah, I think it just renders it as just re-renders it again. That's not really what... I guess that's good for if you're doing fusion edits or whatever, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, it's working now. So how does that look? Is it too harsh between two scenes? I think it's too harsh. I think going from day to night is just too harsh on your eyes for it to look any good. I think. But I think the how long is that? How long is that clip? Yeah, I think I can't get away with 2 seconds per clip. It's just I don't have enough clips to be able to do that. Well, it's not have enough clips. It's this the time I'm traveling isn't 20 seconds, so it's just not going to work. It's not going to work. Okay. So I just realized I'm not even doing any actual getting new footage at the moment. That's fine. I don't need to get any new footage. Okay, so say I then did another 2 seconds. No, I need to cut it down tonight. So if I cut this down a little bit more. I mean, does it have to be? I guess it doesn't have to be equal. I don't need to do 2 seconds of each clip in each segment. I could do it with different timings. I just don't want to be too jarring for the viewer if I do it that. So I could... So I can do a trim in, but how do I make it so it... So no, sorry, trim out I need to do. How do I get it so it keeps them in line? There's a way of doing that so that if I trim this one down, it automatically brings this one with it. Is it... Hang on. No. Huh. There is a way of doing this. So I'm just not that good at... There you go. Just bring the timeline down when I'm doing this. So this clip is now 1:30. So brought it down 30 seconds. Try that now. I think it could work. What I did last time? Let me quickly check my other clip. How my original one? What did I do? So what was it called? It was like test.mov. Yeah. Oh yeah, the whole video is only 12 seconds long, so I just did a second per. I think the half second extra definitely adds a lot to it. So if I do... Oh. Hang on. Oh, I'm doing the wrong one. Select this clip. Oh, I'm pressing the wrong bloody button, that's why. I'm a fool. Hang on. So if I do 1:30 on this one as well, just to get an idea of what it looks like, it might look terrible. It might look good. So then if we say, we'll jump to to a foggy one. I quite like the fog. Probably these are going to be totally out of sync now, but that's fine. So in theory, I should be able to cut off 3 seconds at the start. And it should be in kind of in sync. Kind of is the key word there. Let's have a little look. Yeah, I think that's pretty damn nice. That's why I kind of want the intro to be the same each time, in the same starting spot, because then I can get the timing like really down. I'm not sure if I'm happy about it. Is that a horse there? It is. I'm not sure if I'm happy about it. I still feel like... Now, what do I do? Do I have it to be a little bit more jarring, potentially, for the viewer? But to be fair, it might be jarring no matter how much whatever speed I have it, it could be jarring, just because it's changing such vibrant colors. Do I potentially extend each clip a bit longer and then maybe not have as many transitions in there, like maybe remove a weather transition? Maybe bring it down to 8 transitions rather than 10? Or does that look all right? I think it's too bad. I think maybe like 10 seconds more per clip. Maybe. Maybe not though. Yeah, this is just me testing. This isn't like any final edit shit. This is just me trying out a transition. Not trying out a scene to see how well it works. So, so how long were these again? Can you see the length of a clip without having to like check? I don't know. But if I go into here and do, so yeah, 130. If I get back to 130 again. Oh, I can't go back to 130. Hang on, get rid of that. So yeah, 130 per. So if I bring this one down to 130 as well. And then is there like a heavy rainstorm? Could go back to night again. So what's the difference between this night and the other night? What have I got 2 nights for? Oh, can't no clip in front of it, damn it. So night raining. Okay. So I don't really need a night raining and a night still, especially because these two look identical. Oh no, one's like a misty, like a slight misty night. To be fair, they're kind of the same. I think I'd rather have the misty one in the shot, but I don't need both of them. So if I make this 430. Is it 430? Am I getting mixed up? No, so that's not in sync. You can tell that pretty easily. That's not correct. It's like ever so slightly out, so I'd have to manually pixel peek that. I didn't change my field of view, did I? At some point. I hope I didn't. They look the same, I'm pretty sure. But then this looks like the field of view, like, changes. I'm pretty sure the field of view changed in this one. Because I'm seeing way more of the... I'm also further back, I think. So how much do we cut off the front of each one? I thought it was 130 off the front of each one. Maybe I didn't cut this properly. So if I trim the start of this a little bit. No, not the wrong one. Wrong one. Trim the start of that a little bit. Oh, does it do between the next clip as well? Oh, I think it's adding to the other clip as well, I think. Not really what I wanted it to do. I know it didn't. Again, I'm way in the wrong place. That's much better. It's not right. I just said this is for testing purposes, but it works better than it used to. So I don't think it's as jolty anymore, as in like visually. Obviously, it's lagging a little bit because I've not played it that many times. Hasn't loaded in hasn't loaded yet fully, but so that one hasn't fully loaded in. That's just a little bit jolty, that one. But I think visually it's not as jolty as when it was when I was doing a second per transition. So I need to tidy it up a little bit. Still not so sure if the field of view is different. I just wouldn't have changed the field of view mid-record though. That's the thing. Unless like I didn't do them different days. Unless my game crashed and it lost my settings. I don't think actually I don't think the video has changed. The sign is the same width across, so I don't think it's changed. I think I'm just being. I think I've just got my timings mixed up a little bit. They're just slightly wrong. But that's fine. This is just a test, just to see if I can get it to work. There's no point spending hours. I mean, I spent hours on this. About an hour, yeah. There's no point spending too long on something and then it just not working out. So I just want to see if this kind of transition would work in an edit. And I think I could make it work. I think I could. I think it could look alright. Still hasn't loaded fully in there. It's still a little bit laggy at that point, but that's just because that's video editing for you, especially I'm doing it at 1440p. It's not properly rendered everything in yet. Wish they were like forcing it to do that. Like, oh, please load everything in right now. That's fine. I think that looks all right. I think I can get it to work. Ugh. It just means we got to get all the other ones in as well. So we have got a nice little drizzle. A sunny but rainy. A very sunny one, and then like a snowy one, and like a really snowy one. So I think it's just too many snowy ones. That's the thing. I don't think we can get that many snowy ones added. I think it'll look a bit weird. I think. So where did I do the one I was working on? Down here. I don't know why it's so jolty at that point. Not jolty when I do this. I think it's literally just video editing problems, which doesn't load the media fully. If I could create like a proxy media, so I'm not like causing so much high load. To be fair, I don't know much about that, so I would have to look into what that does and how to do that. It just seems a little bit laggy between the two clips. There you go. So eventually it does it. Goes rainy, dark, snowy. Nah, still doing it. Okay, that's fine. I just wanted to make sure it did work. So I'm just quickly save this. So, RDR2 test transition. Strawberry, is this called? This place? Yeah, it just says welcome to Strawberry right there. I should know that. I've been looking at the welcome. I spelled transition wrong. I've been looking at the welcome to Strawberry sign for such a long time. You think I would know what town I'm in? Okay, we've done an hour of me fucking about in this for a bit. There's a lot of media to go through. There's a shit ton of media for me to go through that I've got so far. I've got 40 minutes of footage. Just 40 minutes of just me dicking about recording stuff. Like this, for example. I mean, some of these footage is really nice, though. Love the birds in the background. So this is a very long scene. Sometimes I record a scene for quite long if there's an animal or like a subject, because I'm like, oh, they might do something. They might do something cool. So this is a very long recording. It would never get used in the final edit. The whole thing. There'll be like 5 seconds at most. But at least I could. I guess I think what I was trying to do here. I think I was waiting for the animal to walk away. And I was like, finally, it did it, but it didn't do it in a very good way. I was like, come on, please just walk off the damn shot. Come on. It did, finally. And then that's when I'm like, oh, good. You've finally done it. I was like, oh, no, you haven't come out yet. So that's why it's a little bit longer, the recording. I was like, he's not doing it. And I stopped the recording. So he's not going to move. God damn it. Guess I'll just end it. As in end the shot, not just not just end it. I mean, look at these lavender fields. They're so damn nice. Did I have anything in the middle of the shot I could use as a transition or not? I'm not sure if there is anything around here. I mean, if there's like a little tree there, would be amazing, but I don't think there is in this area. That was a nice shot, though. I like that I'm quite low to the ground, which I like. Kind of annoying that the plants did start to get pushed down. Just at the bottom right there. That's kind of annoying, but that was just because I got so close to the... I stood on the plants, okay? I stood on them. It brought them down. That's my own fault. Not much I can do about that. I thought there is collision, even in the mod. So the collisions still happen. Just gotta watch them. Gotta watch out for them. Did I use that? This is oh, I did use that. I could make that that's quite a nice transitional point, to be fair. I wish I recorded longer at the beginning. Like, I wish there was a longer movement. Like, I started way further left and went into this. This is kind of a short clip if I was to use that as the transitional point. Like, I recorded way after it for some reason. I mean, I could reverse the footage. There's nothing in it that means I can't reverse the footage. So this way works fine. I don't see any animals walking backwards or... I mean, if people knew the water effects or the direction of the water, they would know. But to be fair, movies do that as well. Like the original Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. I think it was that one. No, it wasn't that. What was it that one? They reversed the waterfall in the shot, and the water's just going upwards in the waterfall. And like most people don't have a clue about that. They don't notice that kind of shit until someone like analyzes it, and then everyone then knows after that. Was it that movie? What movie had the reverse waterfall? What movie had the reverse waterfall shot? Oh, Anaconda. Sorry. Don't know why I thought Charlie and Chocolate Factory. Anaconda. That was it. Yeah, there's just oh, it's because there's a riverboat. Maybe think of the Willy Wonka riverboat scene. Yeah, there's just shot in that where it literally just going, it's literally just going backwards. Have I got my browser set up? Hang on, let's quickly add in to my Firefox, because that's the one I use for my streaming shit. They are very similar. But can I make this full size? I can. Oh, what did I do? How do you pause? Oh, it's a GIF. I can't pause it. I don't want my browser set up anymore. Hang on. So you can just see in a second after Jennifer Lopez, the water just going the wrong way because they just reversed the shot. But yeah, most people don't know that kind of shit. You just don't see it when you're watching the film. But it's just trickery that people like to do, because they clearly wanted the boat going the certain way, and they couldn't get the boat going the certain way for whatever reason. Maybe in post, the director was like, "No, I want the boat to be going off the shot or whatever." And they were like, "Well, we didn't get that in recording." And then they're like, "Okay, well, reverse it." But sir, the water's ain't going the wrong way. No one will notice. Luckily, this isn't a waterfall, so I don't think people would ever notice that water going backwards. Because, I mean, you don't know, unless you know the game, you don't know the way the water's meant to go anyway, so. I mean, it makes sense to be going this way because the mountains are over here, but people won't notice. So I could make that a very nice transition into something else. Have I got any other... The problem is I don't really move right to left. Generally, when I'm doing those kind of shots, I move left to right rather than right to left. I don't think I have any other shots where I go that direction. As I said, I could reverse those as well, but you might notice them a bit more. Don't really know why I recorded that. It's a bit shitty, to be fair. Sorry, you may notice I'm just scrubbing the timeline a little bit. It's a little bit laggy. Just quickly scrubbing through it. I could go into this one. The only issue is there's nothing on this. That doesn't matter. I could easily go into this. Oh, this does animals in it, though. So I couldn't do this one backwards. Yeah, the animal's just running backwards. I couldn't do that one backwards. That's fine, though. Are there any other shots where I do that kind of movement in this area or not? I don't think so. I mean, it doesn't have to be in the same area. I could make that the last shot of that scene and it goes to another location. What the fuck is that guy doing? Is it just some guy trying to kill me? Yep, he's just in the water, and I guess I was like, oh, this is a shot and a half. He's just some guy in the water. I think this was near the end of a recording I was doing. Oh, there goes me getting killed. I think this was near the end of the recording where I was getting a little bit bored of what I was doing. I just started jumping out of the free cam and shooting people. And I found out that if you do that, you actually get a bounty in your head, and the enemies still do come for you, even though they can't get to you. So that was me fucking about for a little bit. That's me getting shot. How was my aim for this guy, though? Do I shoot him good? Look, ready? Quick draw. Do I get him? Bang! I missed. No, not a quick draw. Oh, yeah, go ahead then. Okay, so that footage is useless. We don't need that. Got the bird flying away. That's a good one. The thing is, I got to make this start like a 10-minute video. That's going to be hard. It's going to be really hard to get, like, as much locations as I want to get into a 10-minute video. Because as you can see, this is 40 minutes of footage I've already got. So, but I mean, some shots are crap. Like this one. It's quite busy. Ones like these are really long. There's me going up the entire street. So it's me like getting to the right speed. I like the fact that Oh yeah, I had a problem with that. As soon as you touch somebody, they just disappear, which is super annoying. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this shot. Yeah, something like that would never get used in the final edit. Do I do it again properly? See, it does seem like it's going quite fast. But if I just took like a small section of that, like say if I just took um here for example, so trim in. I just use that, and so I'm trying to figure out this controller still. So I got a new toy. I'm still trying to learn the buttons for it. This thing. This was free really because I wanted to get the studio license for DaVinci Resolve, and this just came with it. Well, to be fair, the studio license came free with this, but it was like the same price as getting the studio license. So I pretty much bought this and got the studio license for free, when really I wanted the other way around. So if I then append that to the end. Did I add that or not? This timeline is a fucking mess at the moment. There we go. So if I just add like a small section of it, that was way too much. That was a crazy amount. So I do a trim. Can I add to shit? Oh, I can. Nice. So even though I did a cut in and cut out on the cut window, I can still extend out the footage if I want to in this window. So say I just did a cut from here to here. I think I don't need the whole... I think if I don't do the whole thing, it doesn't like it's going as quick. Oh. Did say I just jumped on like another scene? Obviously, this is going to look a bit weird because it like randomly jumps to a different scene and then back again. If I did that like a little bit longer, for example. Oh, you can see where I was like, oh, let's do that bit again. Let's quickly cut that bit out. Oh. I can't have to... So, because I'm going so quickly there, I definitely couldn't have that in the same kind of transitional point as another moving forward. Like another dolly move forward, like a dolly zoom. I couldn't do that because it just is too jarring, the speed change. So if I'm going to have this kind of transition, I would have to most likely put a dissolve transition on it and then to a stationary shot. Like if I had a stationary shot, for example, let's just grab this, for example. So let's just go in, out, and we'll append that to the end. Just overwrite what I already just did. So if I did between that and that, I think it'll be all right. If I had like a little dissolve transition on there, I think a dissolve will look, not a blur dissolve, but I think a cross dissolve would look good. That's one I generally tend to use. If I add that like there. So if I go... Yeah, so that looks a lot better. It's not as jolt. Obviously, this is still just as jolty because it's the same kind of thing. But moving forward to a dissolve like that works pretty good. I probably wouldn't use that shot though. The reason why I wouldn't use this shot in particular, there's a lot of mist of the water in this shot, and it looks fine in a normal shot. But when you combine that with the cross dissolve, it makes it look a little bit funky. but it's just slightly funky. It makes it look off, the fact that there's like two kind of blurring things happening at the same time, and it looks like it's a glitch. So I don't think that'll work very much. So I think like another dissolve would have to work there. Yeah, just slightly funky. I mean, as a cross dissolve looks fine generally, but just because of that mist being there of the water. So if I didn't have that shot and had another shot, for example, it would look better. So if I had, is there any that doesn't have like a mist in it? Say we jump to you kind of want ones that's kind of similar-ish lighting, just so it doesn't look so jarring. A lot of mists in this game. Let's just do this one, for example. So what does anything happen in this scene? I like the leaf falling down. Does anything else happen in this shot? No. So there's a leaf falling down at the beginning. When does that happen? There you go, right there. I don't want it to happen right away. So I kind of want that to be... Let's make that the end. And then let's make this the start. And then I'll just figure out what I want to... Where's the leaf? Here. You see it right there. So if I do... I want a little bit of build up for the leaf happens. We'll do that. And then if I insert this into... Why do I keep forgetting what the insert is? It's the very top left key. Add that here. And if I add that cross dissolve back, it should look a bit better. Yeah. I mean, ignore the fact that I have the key buttons right here. Obviously wouldn't use that one. Why did I leave that in? I didn't see it on this shot. Oh, I did see it on this shot. I was just blind. Did I not turn it off? I didn't. Why am I a dick for? Why did I leave the the UI up? Did I get a shot like that without the UI? I don't think I did. But yeah, you can see how the cross dissolve looks a lot better when there isn't a misty scene. It looks a lot better, and I could slow it down a little bit if I wanted to. Can you zoom in with this thing? Is there a zoom button? Oh, I don't know what that did. I don't know what that's doing. Oh, that's changing the position. I don't want that. Oh, it's doing a cross. Sorry. That's quite a nice button, actually. So this is a button on this editor called Close Up. And what it does, it literally just adds a close-up shot. Which I don't want, but could come in handy if I was doing something else. Could come in handy. Is there a zoom? Zoom, 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 zoom. You think there would be? Maybe there is. I'm just not seeing it. No, I'm not seeing one. There's a lot of funky buttons on this little editor keyboard where you can like double tap a button and it does something else. I just wonder if there's a way to zoom into the timeline without me having to do this. So I could make this a little bit longer of a cross dissolve. It does like a very weird bounce though. Oh, it doesn't do a weird bounce. That's where I went backwards in the last scene. I'm guessing the cross dissolve included a little bit too much of the scene that I didn't want in there. That's why it bounces. I'm pretty sure if I extend this a bit, I go backwards again. Yeah, it's that bit that's fucking up. So where do I go backwards? So there, if I cut that, delete that. If I extend the front of this open a little bit, so let's get rid of that for a second. Now make that cross dissolve. Should look a bit better. I did it slightly still, so if I make this still a little bit longer. Yeah. So the problem was, because it's adding a cross dissolve, it was adding more to the end of the clip to make the transition smoother, because it obviously is dissolved between the two. But because of that last bit of that clip, which I thought was snipped out, what it was adding a little bit more to make the transition happen better, like smoother. And because it was including a bit I didn't want in the clip, it's just fucking up a little bit. But I mean, yeah, this is not what I'm doing. This is not an edit I'm going to actually add. I'm just testing some things just to see if it would work. Just seeing kind of what would work in the edit and what wouldn't work in the edit, where I could have transition effects, where I kind of scenes I could jump between, like where I could have like a nice jump. I wouldn't have these jumps. They're just wildly too different. And it has the UI in it as well, which I don't like. I have a ripple delete. Do I have just a normal delete? Is there a normal delete on this keyboard? There's a ripple delete. I'm not a fan of the ripple delete, I'll be honest. I mean, it has its place. Just doesn't have its place yet on my edit. Because everything's fucked up. There's so much crap everywhere. Okay, that's fine. Let's just get rid of those. Don't want them. Don't want them. So let me have a quick look to see if there's anywhere that I could have some good mask transitions. You kind of want something where something goes in front of the lens, takes the full width, or full height, should I say, of the doesn't matter, the width doesn't matter of it. It can be thin, it could be quite big. Something that quickly goes over the entire shot. And then I need another shot where I do the exact same movement that I can blend it into. And those kind of shots I like to be the kind of shot where I go to a different area. Like, I wouldn't want that kind of edit to go from here to here, because it's the same location. So why do such a fancy transition for the same location? Doesn't make much sense. A nice cut works fine for that. But when you're trying to change location, kind of like a new chapter in a book, you want it to be like a new chapter. You want it to be something different. And a nice masked overlay transition is like a new chapter. Oh, I love the rainy, dark scenes. They're so gloomy. It's kind of weird that she's just standing outside in the rain. Not going to lie. What's she up to? What's she doing? Oh, is that like a... Do I move on this scene? That's a very nice shot. I like that one. Oh, the lightning as well. Kind of wish I carried on longer, though. Kind of wish I carried on longer. The problem is, even though if I carried on longer, it probably would have been quite a rubbish shot, though, because it would just be more pier. Like, the pier would just cover up the view, then you're just looking at a pier, and that's all you can see. At least if I stop here, you can still see the sea. So I guess that's why I did that. There's a reason I did it at the time. I may not know the reason now, but there was a reason at the time. Okay, what's this one? Is this just a static one? What I need to do is sort these into static shots and movement shots. The problem is a down. I can't remember what the down movement's called now. The crane is a crane. Yeah, the crane down shot just feels kind of unnatural, and I think it's really hard to blend that into another shot. Is it called a crane? Hang on, let's have a look. Camera movement technical names. So I'm not an expert. nowhere close to being an expert. I like to try and learn the technical names when I try and use them. No, it's not what I want. A crane. Is that what I'm thinking of? Okay, yeah. It says that when you come down from extreme heights, then go down the same level as the subject. So yeah, that's what I wanted to do. I don't think it's fully a crane shot. What's a pedestal shot? What's the difference between that? Ah, it's a pedestal shot. Okay, so a crane apparently changes the angle of the... When you're going down, you change the angle as well. A pedestal shot doesn't change the angle. It just comes down. I think. From like the 20-second research I did of that, that's what I think it means. It might not mean that at all, but that's what I found in my 20-second of checking. Huh. Okay. So yeah, it'd be hard to kind of... Did I have any kind of stationary thing at the beginning? Okay, I did. So it could work. If there's a station at the beginning and a station at the end, it could work all right. Okay. Yeah, they could work. Because then I could just use cuts between those two sections. Like a cut here for the next scene, and at the beginning a cut into that scene, whereas stationary. And then it'll then move down, and then... Yeah, so that could work. It's just really hard to, as I said, to get another shot that could blend into this one that if they're both moving. I'd have to have another moving down shot. But then you have the same problem in the next scene as how do you go down from that one? Because I think a static shot straight into a moving down shot is very jarring. Whereas if I have it static and then move down in the same shot, it definitely works better. In my opinion. What do I know? Okay. I've just realized I've done bugger all in 1 hour and 43 minutes. I've done bugger all. But I mean, I'm looking through my shots, see what I like. I'm getting an idea of shit. Okay, I like that someone's playing an instrument. And the piano is quite good. I really love the dark, gloomy skies in this game. They look so cool. Yeah, that looks really cool. It's the church. Over the pier again. Oh, this is a movement shot. Okay, I'm going left. The problem is they wouldn't work with the other shot I had that was also going left originally because there's two different times a day. Talk about the one that was in the lavender field earlier. They just wouldn't work. God, look how good that looks. I wish you could see the full screen thing that I can see, which it doesn't show for you guys. You can see where it flashes when I turn it off. You can see that. It's because it comes up as another window, my full view button. You can't see it. Can I make this bigger? Can I make it bigger? No. Unfortunately, I cannot. Because I have 11 tracks here, even though they're mostly empty. That's fine. Okay. God, that's a good shot as well. It's just a static one. So to be fair, this one would work very well as a lead up to the one where I then crane. What was it called? What was the word called again? um, pedestal down. That could work pretty well. So how long is this shot? Let's just cut in. Let's just do it from here. So in. Just cut more than we need. Smart insert that. And then where was the one where I went down? It was when I was by the water, wasn't it? Was it further up? This is why I want to name stuff when I get to doing this. It's super hard to keep track of shit when my files are such a mess. This one? Yeah. Okay, I need just to go from the start of this one and to the end of that one. It's fine. Smart insert that one. I just want to see how this kind of looks. So would it just a random cut, would that just work okay, or? Maybe because I'm already in the sky, I don't need the preamble of it not moving. So let's try and... Because the subject's already in the sky, they're already expecting to be high up, so they don't really need to... Oh, wrong one. Let's get rid of all that. A little bit jarring. Still think it's weird, though, that it's not fully loaded in. Yes, when it's not fully loaded in, it's lagging slightly. So it feels a little bit weird. Let's try to cut that. Oh, that's not a smooth cut. Why does it say smooth cut when it's not a smooth cut? That's like a weird ripple cut. Let's get rid of that. Oh, it's dissolve, so I'm in the dissolve section. Suppose there's nothing I would really want here. That one could work. I'll extend that out a little bit. Oh, I need to do the transition. A bit longer. Not sure how I feel about that. Am I zoomed in? Or was that what the shot already always was? I'm not zoomed in. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Let's try this one. So I can make this one a bit longer as well. Might look a bit better. No, unfortunately, because of how, again, because I made it such a long transition, the start of the transition is happening before I've moved. Yeah. So I'd have to cut the start of this out a little bit. Where'd transition go? Bring it back, please. It could work. I'm a little bit picky of how things look, so it's difficult to sometimes get a transition that I like. Ugh. I can't believe we've got no new footage today. got none. I think it does well. I think it's all right, to be fair. I'll extend it a little bit more. I'm coming around to it. I'm coming around to it. I don't need this to be this long, of course. This can be a lot shorter, this part. And there'll be music in the background. It won't just be silence, of course. I could do some easing in and out. That might look a bit better. Yeah, I think it looks all right. The more I'm playing it, the more I'm liking it. I think it looks all right. What's the alignment do? Oh, so I know it aligns shit, but like, what does that mean in the purpose of this? Oh, it's where the transition is going to happen. Do you want to have it? Do you want it to happen between the two, or on the left or on the right? I think I'm further middle. Yeah, I don't mind that. I've definitely come to what music does this game have? I need to figure out what kind of music is to go to. I like to get my music kind of ready at the beginning, so I can kind of figure out the kind of tempo I want for the edit, because I do it around the music rather than add the music to the footage, because that will be impossible. God damn. I do know that the new version of DaVinci Resolve, the 20, it's in beta at the moment, does have beat detection, and I wish I had that originally, because the beat detection will be so nice. It puts you can analyze the audio and put the snapping on the beats, which would have come in handy when I was doing my stuff before, because in my other videos I always did generally the cuts were to the beat of the music. I got around it before. I used to just get like a metronome tool, and I would count the beats, and I would put it on the timeline as little markers so I know where the beats were. It just took a bit longer to do. It wasn't too bad. I think I had an Audacity plugin to do it anyway, like an audio editing program plugin that did it. And then I just imported that in and put the... Yeah, I just had a little click, 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 click sound effect that I put on that was the beat of the music. And then just between those waveforms, I would just put the cuts in. It was easy. It wasn't too bad. I wonder if I still have that original footage. I think I do. Let me quickly cover this up a second in case there's some shit on my PC that I don't like, names or something. I don't want my name to be put on my folders. I might have my name on it. Hang on a second. I'm also worried if I go to the home screen and DaVinci Resolve is going to show my full name, because my license key is set to my full name, which I don't know if you could hide that. I don't know if it does show or not. Okay. Do I have the... No, I don't think I do. I don't think I have my... You'd think I would keep the footage for my other stuff, but maybe I just didn't. Maybe I just didn't. Yeah, my full name. See, my full name. You find out I'm not really called Dan. Shock. I don't think I saved my original shit. My original edit. What if it's not? What if that's just my stream name, huh? Just think about that. What if I just lied to everyone? I was never called Dan. How do I like find out where my projects get saved? I would have put it in this folder, would I not? I guess not. You couldn't lie to me. Maybe Mox knows my full name. Maybe she's in on it with me. Ian Wills is your streaming name. I assume Wills is your like last name. Is it not? I know a few Wills. Is it not? Damn. Damn. Okay, so I'm just trying to look for some projects. I'm trying to keep where I remember where I saved them. Okay, no, I don't think I can find it. Oh, what's this one? Oh, Ethan Carter, project completed, draft 1. Is this it? Or not? I might have got rid of the metronome actually out of the edit. Yeah, I think I did. Is that your real name, or are you lying to me? You don't look like a Patrick. I don't believe you. Ethan Carter, is it this one? I think I got rid of the metronome out of the audio. I wouldn't have edited it. I wouldn't have exported it with that, so I probably got rid of it. What do Patricks look like? I don't know. I don't know. What's such a vibrant shot for? Okay, yeah, I think I got rid of the audio that I was mentioning. That's fine. Okay. Let's go back to test_mountain. I name shit weirdly. Nothing in here. It says media offline. Okay, I must have got rid of the media for that. What's this project? Again, media offline. I've obviously moved all my footage for that one. I need a good tidy up of my files here. They are a little bit messy. Just a little bit. Stream Deck test. Media offline. Yeah, looks like a starfish. Where my media is for that one? I guess I just cleared out my files and deleted shit. Okay, back to my Red Dead. I don't know what I'm fucking about for this. I'm fucking about too much. Bloop. So yeah, I do think this kind of transition does work okay. I think. Because you're already in the sky, the sudden movement of you moving down is okay. It doesn't feel so jarring, I think. Whereas if I took a ground shot to suddenly you being in the sky falling down, I think it would work a bit weird. Yeah, I think that kind of transition does work. Also, the timings are not right. I'd have to mess around with the timings a little bit of the, because like here to here 7 seconds, so 7.48 seconds. That's way too much time. I don't want that long. Way too much. Okay, back to here. What other stuff have I got? I'm trying to look for some nice. I'm leaning back a little bit to get a little bit lazy. I'm kind of looking for some nice shots where I could use a nice where I can cut it out. Hang on. Oh, 2 seconds. Quickly all tabbed. Okay. I remember this being really hard, this shot to get. I think the horses get disappearing every time I tried doing that shot. I wanted the carriage coming in, and I don't think I can get it. Doesn't look like I did. I think every time I was waiting for the carriages to actually come over the bridge, they just never would. I think I wanted one coming like from behind me to in front of me, and they just never would. And I'm like turning around, check where the hell they are. I'm like, oh god. I'm like, oh no, one's coming, I think. Quickly turn back around again. And I don't think they ever did. No, they're just not even moving. I was like, oh god damn it. So at least if I was a real movie director, I could tell people what to do. I'd be like, okay, you come here. I don't have to like wait for some random people to do what I want them to do. Yeah, I don't know why I have this shot. This shot is pointless because there's nothing useful in it. Let's just delete it. Don't need it in there. Let's start deleting shit we don't need in here. Okay, I like the water wheel that you see. Pretty cool. Hasn't got much else going for it though. It's unfortunately it's too low down to be of any interest. I like that you see the water wheel, but there's nothing going on down here really, and you just don't see anything up here because it's just all pointless. Like it's just slightly too low down. So everything you kind of see is just this only. The rest of the scenes is kind of boring. So, not a fan of that one. I might start marking shit that I'm not a fan of as brown. Does that not do it? Hello? Do I not see them? Oh, I can. It's just not that easy to see. I thought we would have done the whole background as brown. I guess not. Oh, there we go. That does it. That's fine. Oh, I'm in the prison. I like this shot. This is me in the prison looking out the little window. I'm a little prisoner. And this is the same during the day. Is that the exact same place though? Does it do I move slightly? If I can get the exact same place, that'd be quite a nice transition. So let's quickly insert this. Does the transition work well? Does it instantly cut between the two in the exact same position? Oh, the wrong one. Just doing a little bit of pixel checking here. Yeah, it does. Because it's like, I don't think you can easily see, but you feel something's off if it was slightly different. Like, say if I just move this clip. Come on, what clip am I moving? If I move it slightly off, how does that look? Just so I can see if it does look so awkward if I don't have it the same. I don't think it's too bad. I think you would notice that much in an actual edit. You do. you definitely do. I mean, maybe tons of people don't, but I definitely see that. But I'm looking for it though. That's the thing. I'm seeing it slightly ever so slightly off. Like not enough really. But as I'm looking at it, so that's probably why. Okay. See, that kind of transition definitely works. I do love the night to daytime transitions or the day to nighttime in the same location. I think it looked pretty cool. I did it in my Life is Strange video. It's a lot easier to do in this game though, because I could literally change the time of day without having to move. Whereas in the Life is Strange, I had to move them both in the right place, the camera. Which was difficult because in that one, I arched my camera in such a way that I was focusing down off a roof of a building and I had to get it exactly the same. I had to get my position exactly the same and my angle exactly the same, and that was difficult. The ads are finished. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back from the adverts. Okay. I'm getting hungry. Yeah, that definitely works. I'm 100% going to include this in the edit. is how I can also change the scene from night and day. Like I could have the daytime shots of strawberry. Then I can swap into, well, I can have the nighttime shots of strawberry, then swap into daytime, or the other way around. I just have to change this around. Like daytime shots of strawberry, blah 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 blah. Then I can go, oh look, now nighttime shots of strawberry. Then have the rest of the nighttime ones. That's a good way of doing it. I definitely did that in my Life is Strange video. Not a lot, but there's definitely was some times. I think there were 2 different times where I did that. To kind of change your location of where you are in time. Let's have a look. When did I do it in my Life is Strange one? So I did it here. So during the day. Oh, hang on. During the day, blah, 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 blah. Daytime, great fun. And then I went to nighttime. So here. And then I did it again. Then there's also the nighttime shots. All darkness, spooky. And then I wanted it to go to morning. So I had the sun rising. And then again, daytime. And it's kind of to the beat of the music as well. If you can hear that. Just slightly. This video is pretty good as well. And I love this. I love that little thing I did there. That's pretty cool. I liked creative ways of adding my ending cards and title cards to my video. So it kind of blends into the background or to whatever, so you don't really notice it. I don't really want it to be just like, oh, the end on screen. I think it nicely adds it in. I did the kind of the same with the intro. Kind of drew it in with the car. A bit more in your face, but I kind of wanted the intro to be a bit more in your face. And I don't know how I'm going to do it in... Again, with the beach. I don't know how I'm going to do it in Red Dead yet. I was kind of thinking a way I might do it, but I'm not 100% sure if it will work. I think you got to be a better video editor than what I am to get that to work. The idea was to use one of those... where was it? One of those mountain shots. I planned on using one of these. I don't know what one though. I was planning on using one of these as like my intro. Not the intro here, but where the title card will be. I could have a few shots before this, and then I can go into the title card. Same way I did Life is Strange, there's a few shots moved into the title card. I kind of wanted it to be like down here in the sky, kind of. I'm just not too sure if I could do that. Not about having to learn some extra things that I don't know how to do yet. But that's why I do these videos. It's good to learn shit as you're doing it. Okay, what one worked better? So, not that one. I mean, to be fair, none of these this might be the wrong location to do it. There might be a better way of doing this kind of... This is just kind of the vision I had, but it didn't look the way I intended it to look in my brain. I think I'm facing the wrong way as well. I think I realised that in a second. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, over here. The problem is the foreground is just a little bit boring. There's not much here. I'm panning too much. Yeah. Sorry, tilting too much. Again, tilting too much. I love that I can me recording this, watching this is the same. I'm having the same thoughts that when I was doing it, because I can see when I'm saying that's not right, I stop doing what I'm doing. That's a bit weird in the start then. That didn't go very well. It was a bit too not smooth enough. It works a lot better though, that one. Again, I tilted a little bit too much, I think. Just a little bit too much tilting in that shot. Okay, I'm trying to go further back, because I think it might look a bit better if I was further back. Come on, Dad, you can do this. Did you get a good shot or not? Too slow. Yeah, you're not close enough to the edge now, unfortunately. You need to move forward when you're doing it. I'm talking to myself like like, oh, you got to move more forward when you do it. Well, that was better. That one could work. I think I must have been happy with it because I've held the shot. I must have liked that one. And yeah, I do like that one. Let me go to the start of that one. When do I start moving? Yeah. I kind of forgotten how to do the masking though in this. If I do it here. And just hold it for as long as I need, really. Until I stop. Yeah, just to the end. Just so I have it all. Append. So I think this could work as an intro. I like that you're seeing such a vast section of the map. Marks, thank you so much for the raid. How was your stream? Hello. Sorry, Mox was doing art, but I'm fucking around saying I'm doing art. Not really. I'm doing some video editing, kind of. I'm just kind of looking at some of the stuff I got in some shots I was taking in a video game. Of course, I'm not doing real life stuff like Mox was doing. This is just video game stuff. But hello, how was your stream? How was your edits? Did you get lots of good stuff done? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Go follow Mox if you weren't already. Anyone who's here. I'm trying to figure out how my intro of my video to start. The title card. I'm in my mind. I'm gonna have it slowly move up, slowly tilt, and then the title card's gonna be kind of flying in the sky here, like just static. But I think the problem with that is I'm seeing too much of this. There's just too. I like the fact there is a lot of this, but I can't hide the text well enough. I mean, I can start the text here. So if I say the top of this little rock here is where the height I'm going to have the text, where does that go to when I play? No, and I can't move it. Hang on. So if I say here, I think I could put the text there. So that's where it would end if I had it. And I think that would work potentially. I wish it was a little bit higher up the text, but then if I had it higher up, you would see it at this point. I'm happy. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you're happy with the bit. How many did you go through and edit or do whatever you're doing? Color corrections or whatever. How many did you go through? Did you get them all done or not? But yeah, for everyone who coming from Mox's stream, what I'm doing is I sometimes make some videos, and by sometimes I've done it twice, and that was 2 years ago. Videos of games that kind of look nice and I make like a little video showcasing the locations, just with some nice music in the background, of in-game music, just some nice in-game music, and then just have a nice little video. Look, for example, here's a little transition shot between night and day and night, where I'm doing here. As I'm just doing some tests at the moment. I'm not actually doing any proper edits. I'm just checking some things, just to see kind of what I can do. I've got a lot of shots here, as you can see. I have 40 minutes of clips, which is an awful lot of clips to go through and have a little look. Got some people doing their thing. They're just chilling on the floor, having a little picnic. I'm just trying to see kind of what shots I've got, what ones I need to go take again. There's a lot of locations in Red Dead Redemption I haven't gone to yet. I'm soon to do all of those locations. I started in this place called Saint Denis on Monday. This section. But it's such a bustling town that there's so much footage I can get here that I haven't yet got. I swear I went to Saint Denis. Is that the only shot I took there? I swear I did more. Maybe these are not in order. Oh, no, there we go. Like this, for example. I've got like one here that I took here of me trying to go down. You see me getting the shot ready, and then like slowly going down, and I wanted the cross to be in the center of the screen, just to make it look a bit pretty. I took 311 pictures, sorted out to 297. Damn, that's a lot of pictures. Yeah, that is a lot. But yeah, I'm just fucking about for a little bit today, just to see kind of what I can do, just to see if any of it looks any good. Just so you can see what I'm going for. This is one I did for Life is Strange. A great game, by the way, if you haven't played it. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. This is one I did for Life is Strange. I'm just going to cover my camera just while I play it. Just so you can get an idea of what I'm trying to do. Edited 34. Damn. You've done more work than I did. Squirrel. Took me hours to do that. Hours and hours to do that transition. So long. Good music in this game, though. If you're wondering how I got like different shots, I was using a free cam mod. So in like cutscenes and shit, you could look for a different angle. You have to be careful though, because the game could be a bit glitchy when you use free cam, because obviously certain stuff didn't render in that you weren't supposed to see. The funny shot about that I realized afterwards was there's supposed to be a video showcasing like how lovely the game is and how lovely it looks. There's just some kid being bullied right there that I kind of didn't really pay attention to. Just being bullied in the corner. It's like, oh great. Now ready for my favorite transition? Ready? Boom. So you can never get these shots in the game normally. Like you just never see this kind of those kind of angles. I like how eerie it gets at nighttime as well. So with some eerie music. We're nearly finished. We're nearly at the end. Such nice lighting in this game. And this is the pre-remastered edition. There's a remastered one out now. Probably looks even better. There we go. So that's what I'm trying to do. Again. I did that a long time ago. The plan was I was going to be making them more regularly, but they take so damn long to do. They're so hard. Oh, so much work. It's like I spend hours getting all the footage. Hours and hours. Then hours and hours and hours and hours editing it. Oh, it's so long. Okay. Oh, what was I going to do? I was looking at this one, wasn't I? I wanted to see if I could potentially have like a title card. Problem is, I'm really not that great at remembering how to do this anymore. So I just want to quickly do a quick testing just to see what I can kind of do in this. So I would want the... Because there's some new stuff I was trying to practice learning. And it was like 3D surface tracking stuff. But I don't think it would work in this situation because I can't track... I don't really track anything. I'm not really used to 3D in this editor yet. I know you can do 3D stuff. I'm not familiar with it. So I don't think I've had to do it yet. But say I go into a Fusion, because the Fusion is like node-based, crazy editing stuff. Think of like visual effects stuff. It really makes it difficult because it's complicated. It's like Adobe After Effects stuff, but in node form. So you can seal your nodes here and you can build crazy shit with this. Say, for example, oh, wrong button. There's all this stuff I can add in here as a node. Loads of some stuff. For example, could add some rays. I don't know what this does. I assume it puts some light rays down. What has that done? Oh, it just fucks around with the lighting. Okay. Can I get rid of this side of I don't need this side at the moment. Can I get rid of that? There we go. Is that doing anything? Whoa. It really blinds you. Yeah, I obviously wouldn't use rays. I don't have any need for that. But let's have a quick check at some tracking stuff just to see how well it... Because I haven't really... I was trying to practice tracking offline. And it's... I think I was just picking some footage that was difficult to track. But I would probably, rather than using automatic tracking, I probably would rather just edit it manually. So let's say we do some... a camera tracker, maybe. I want to add this to here. I go to start. So let's just auto track for now. It will just kind of track any kind of moving stuff it can detect. Any kind of edges. Which could work. I could like lock it onto one of those points down here, the text. And we got this one. So the idea of this would be you can then attach something to one of these nodes or multiple of these nodes, and it should track the same movement as that little point here. Kind of great if you want to add, say for example, you have like a billboard where you're panning around a billboard and you want to add something to that billboard in post-production. Because you're changing your perspective, you want to be able to hook it on and track it perfectly. This is a really long scene. Why did it take so long? Oh, it's because I held this. I held the still for ages, didn't I? I didn't need to do this long of a hold. I don't think, especially not fully tracking it anyway. Let's wait for it to finish. It should be finished soon. We'll nearly be there. Okay. Yeah, I'm not that familiar with this 3D tracking thing yet. Okay, maybe put it like here. So what we could do... Oh, did I click the wrong thing? Sorry, stop. Stop. Oh, I cancelled it. Stay forever to cancel now. I gotta go and I can't relax and read a bit, have fun. I will be finishing mine soon as well because I haven't had my dinner yet. I'm still hungry. But thank you for the raid, Mox. I hope your stream went well. Have a good time cuddling, Lagsy, and reading. Have a good evening. What was I going to lock onto? This one. So if I solve that. I'm still learning this. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing. I know what I'm doing, but I don't know why. I don't know why I'm doing them. Like, I don't know what the solve thing is really doing. I don't know what he's doing behind the scenes. I assume it's just solving the pathing that it's going to take. I don't know that. So the idea of me to figure out why I'm doing... Like, I hate tutorials, and this grinds my gears a lot, where the tutorial just says, oh, and set this to this. And you're like, yeah, but why? Why am I setting that to that? What did that do? I get that in so much content creating, like, tutorial stuff, like how to use OBS. You see that a lot, where they're like, oh, set this to this, and everyone just blindly follows it, even though it's the wrong thing to do. And they don't know why they're doing it. So, take mics, for example, like microphones. You'd be like, oh, here's the perfect setup for the Shure 301U. Set your your gain to this, your attack for your gain for your all your stuff for this. It's like, no, one, you're not explaining to people why you're setting your gain to that, or why you're setting the attack on the noise cancellation to this. You're not saying why you're doing it. And two, it doesn't work like that. You can't set everyone's mic settings to the same. You can't just do that. You can do it as a starting point. Like, oh, I'm going to set it to this and see how good it looks, good it sounds, but it doesn't work that you can set it to be the exact same thing. So teaching people what each thing does means they can find out the best thing for them. Yeah, that's what grinds my gears. It's tutorials that don't explain why they do these things. Which is why in the tutorial I'm writing for StreamerBot stuff, I'm trying to say why I'm doing that. Like, I'd be like, oh, set the variable to this because this is for this. That's why we're doing it. So when people are customizing shit themselves, it means they know what they're doing. They know what they're customizing. They know why they're customizing it. So I've been writing a guide. It's not finished. I've been writing a guide for StreamerBot to how to set up channel point sales. I'm not finished yet. I need to add a shit ton of screenshots and edit it a little bit more. But this is kind of what I'm doing. It's on my website at the moment. If you want to see kind of what the guide I'm writing. So I kind of go into a bit more detail about why I'm doing this. Just so people know. Okay, what's this doing? Is this still solving? It's still solving. I think what you're supposed to do is delete the points you don't want, I think. Like, I'm never going to use any of these tracking points. I think I should have deleted those. It doesn't take too long to solve. But again, I don't know why. I need to look more into this. I was only doing some basic tracking stuff like the other day. I wasn't happy with what I did. I was just practicing. I did a quick YouTube short where I wanted to drive through in my truck sim, drive through some text that was across the road. And it worked. I drove through the text and the text was in the middle of the road, but the tracking went a little bit wonky and it kind of jittered a little bit. And I didn't know how to correct that. I still don't know how to correct it. So I want to know how to micro adjust the tracking stuff when it's done, all these calculations. And I can't find a way of doing that just yet, but I'll figure it out. I like a challenge. I like learning new things. So I'll get there. I'll do it. This is taking a long time. I guess it's doing a shit ton of calculations at the moment. It was a very long clip, though, to be fair. I should have shortened it down. I didn't need all this tracking done for the entire clip. Like, half of it I needed. Huh. I mean, I've started now. We'll just wait. Hopefully it'll be done soon. I mean, to be fair, I would have thought my PC would be, like, whirring up right now. Let's have a look. I don't know if this is using GPU or CPU. I'd assume GPU, but... no. It's not really using my CPU either. Oh, it's because it's finished. Oh, no, it hasn't finished. It's still there. Oh, you can't see the box. I'm not just sitting on a blank screen. There is another window in front of this that says I'm waiting for something. Unfortunately, you don't see that, so you think I'm just staring at a screen, not doing anything right now, but I am waiting. Can I change it to that? Yeah, I can. Oh, it doesn't show, though. Damn it. Oh, look, that's what I'm waiting for right now. This thing. It's on this right now. I'm waiting for this to finish. You can't see it. Because I'm doing a window capture rather than desktop capture. So it's only showing the canvas. This is taking an awfully long time. Oh, it started from 0 again. That's one thing I don't like about that, solving the tracking thing. It goes to 0 to 100% multiple times. I hate when loading bars do that. I'd rather just be a slower loading bar and 100 means it's finished. Don't take me from 0 to 100, then back to 0 again to 100, then back to 0 again to 100. Because I don't know how long it's going to go on for. Yeah, I might just keep this here. Hang on. So you know the progress I'm on. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm waiting for. This thing to be finished. Right there. It's just taking bloody forever. I would have to cancel it and redo it with a shorter scene. But I feel like if I stop it now, it would have been finished any second. It's like that meme of the people mining diamonds and one's giving up on the next one. It's right there. Diamonds are right there. I feel like I'm about to do that. Like if I just wait a second, it's gonna finish. Just wait, just one more second, it's gonna finish. Just one more second. Come on. Please. But maybe not. Maybe it would never finish. No, I'm gonna have to quit it. Hang on. Let's change it back to normal DaVinci. Oh, it finished. I told you that if I go to quit it, it would do it. And it did. I just fit this back to scene again. Hang on. There we go. So I need to export this as a 3D scene. I need to... Oh, hang on. It's taking ages to load. God, it's so damn slow. I think I must have fucked something up here. I already don't make to track this many things. It's like, what are you getting? So that's why I don't really know what it's doing at this point. So I don't really know if I'm doing bad. So if I export this. It's now made a bunch of new nodes. So this is a node-based editor, this Fusion thing. So I don't really know much about it. I've only done basic stuff with this. So now, I think I add text to the camera tracker, I think. I can't remember what I do. Hang on. Oops, wrong thing. So let's try adding 3D text. No. Text. Sorry, my keyboard's so far away from me. Let's do 3D text. Let's just say, hello. I'm not in caps. I'm in caps lock. Hang on. If I now add this to this. Oh, pulling back up. Perfect time to do that. I've got to do the merge 3D. Okay. So is it tracking that point? I can't remember what point I told it to track onto. Or is it just in the exact same spot? Hang on. It's struggling. I think it's good. Yeah, that's kind of what I want. I'd have to obviously put a mask around here so the text doesn't show before this part. That's kind of what I wanted it to do. Yeah, that's kind of it. So if I say, so my channel, the thing I call it Beautiful Places is the name of the series that I make. And do I still have that font installed? What font did I used to use? I really can't remember. I really don't remember what font I use. Can you take a screenshot of something and then say what font is this on anywhere? Maybe one of my previous edits still have it. Hang on. Let's quickly save this. It might show. So if I go into Life is Strange, no, it's not there. Local database. Ethan Carter. I did a Ethan Carter video. Quickly so I can find the text of this one, because I did the text at the beginning. This one I just did a title card at the beginning, just in the sky. It wasn't anything special. It's just a fancy which is a normal, just a normal like. Oh, here's the intro. So here's where I did that take. It's just like a normal fade in. It was on screen. It faded back out again. Which, to be fair, I think it worked for this video. I think it needed to be anything fancy for this video. This is called Yasashi Bold. Okay, thank you for that. Sorry, I am in another menu. You can't see it. I'm in my loading up my other project. So Yasashi Bold. I may be saying that wrong, but that's how I'm gonna bloody well say it. What's all that shit underneath it anyway? It's the tracking points. Okay. Do I need those? Oh yeah, it was the ground plane that adds to it. Yeah, I don't need that. So let's say this is Yasashi Bold. I kind of feel like I like this font because it's arty. I just don't know how well it works. I think the problem with that, the problem I had with making my YouTube thumbnails, I felt like it was hard to read. Let's do the line spacing a little bit more. No, so obviously this, I would have like a little, I would cut this bit out. I would manually draw over here. Over this section. Zoom in a little bit. I like manually draw over here and set a mask. So anything on this mask, it won't show the text. So when it gets to be, it'll be hidden. Oh, some of it will be in view at this point. Yeah, some of it will be in view. The beam stuff will be in view. This won't be. Then it will suddenly start to come into view. So Red Dead. No, I'm not sure if I want Red Dead Redemption in the title card. I don't think I need that. I think I'll do the same as what I did during Life is Strange, where I'd have beautiful places, and then the next shot I would have Red Dead Redemption 2, like somewhere else. But that's exactly kind of what I wanted it to look like, though. Apart from, obviously, this needs to be masked out. I kind of want it to be a little bit more tilted towards me, though. Hang on. Hello? It's gonna be a bit laggy because it's like trying to do so much shit until I like render this out. I'm gonna have to remember how to do masks again. That's the thing. I've kind of forgotten how to do that. Can I just like add a mask? Is that what you do? Hmm. Can I not see the mask I'm doing? Is there a way to show it? Oh, this isn't added to it. I need to add this to a merge layer, I think. Oh, I can do that. I don't want it on that. I want it just on the text. Unless I invert it, maybe. Oh, no. Why is it? Oh, I'm only carrying the background, aren't I? Yeah, I can't do it to this. I have to do it to this. Then I have to animate it and everything. So I think I need to add this as... How do I link it to the text? Do I need like a normal merge? I don't think I can merge that to that though. Can a merge go to a 3D merge? No. As I said, I've kind of forgotten all about what I do for the stuff here. Oh, hello. What did I do? So I'm doing it to the whole scene. I don't want it done to the whole scene. I only want it done to the text. I'm not really familiar how I do that again. Maybe I have to do something in here. I'm sure I can remember how to do it. I might just watch a tutorial again how to do it. But yeah, this definitely works how I wanted it to work. So I don't want the Red Dead Redemption 2 in there though. And I kind of want the text to be bigger. And right here. Maybe still bigger. I don't be too big though, because if I have it too big, you better see it over this rock. So as I said, depending on watching, this will be all. You wouldn't see the text that's going to be behind it. There's going to be a mask here, so you can't be able to see this text. You'll still be able to see the B, because that is behind the rock. But I think the tracking works really well, actually. Yeah, I think a little bit smaller. Yeah, I think that works. So this is just, I'm just doing testing at the moment just to see what could work, what won't work. I'm not like setting anything at the moment. It's very micro. Can't really see that it's doing something, but it is, and I think that it does work well. The tracking is very, very minor, but I mean, we're not moving very fast, so it's going to be minor. It's quite a slow up movement we're doing here. But everyone, I gotta go have my dinner now because I'm starving. I'm going to save this. I'm going to end my stream. I'll be back on tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll be doing more of RimWorld. Yeah, more RimWorld again. We are back to RimWorld. I think you watched me just do some random shit for today. This is a Wildcard Wednesdays where I do some random stuff sometimes. This is just I thought I'd do some video editing. It's not the most fun to watch thing ever, but it helps me do it. It helps me actually work on it because I've been doing this for 2 hours, 3 hours, where normally if I was working in my own time, I would have given up by now. I would have stopped. I would have given up ages ago. But yeah, thank you for watching, everyone. We are going to... Oh, we've got hiccups. We are going to raid out to Mr. Red Dead Techie. RD Techie. That's not why it's called RD Techie. It's not from Red Dead. Let's raid out to him. If I can type in raid. He's currently playing WWE. He is naming characters after people in his community, building characters on them, watching them fight. My character was a ginger man with an afro, and he beat the shit out of some guy that was like double his size yesterday. It was really funny. Let's go say hi to him, and join me tomorrow for RimWorld. And thank you so much, Mox, again for the raid. I appreciate it, and thank you everyone for staying and checking me out. See you soon. Bye bye.